This keyboard has a screen, but that's not all. Solid aluminum case, carbon fiber with pure silver accents, a 75% layout squeezed into a 60% footprint. This is the Battle Eye Round 2, a new Hall effect keyboard from Dry Studio. And before I get into any of that, I want to ask a bigger question, because right now every Hall effect keyboard in the market is saying the exact same thing. Rapid trigger, adjustable actuation, fast response. Which means the question isn't is this good for gaming? Almost everything is good for gaming now. The real question is what actually makes a keyboard premium? Because truth be told, Hall effect keyboards used to feel special a few years ago. Now they're everywhere. You can get one for $50, $100, $200, and almost all of them say the exact same thing. It all starts to blur together. So here's a bit of context before I get into it. Before doing YouTube, I was actually deep into custom mechanical keyboards. Pretty much built all this premium sought after board there is. So when a keyboard calls itself premium, I can't just take that at face value from the outside. I actually have to take it apart, and once I did that with the Battle Eye, it started to make a lot more sense. Because this clearly wasn't built by a gaming company, but in fact was built by a keyboard enthusiast company. And that distinction actually matters, because when you're designing a keyboard case, you have to acoustically tune it, the mounting style, the material, all of it, instead of just throwing a Hall effect PCB into a cheaply tray mount case and calling it a day. Now, yes, the keyboard can still be fast even with a cheap case, but the typing feel can end up rather stiff and can sound horrible, which is exactly why the Battle Eye uses gasket mounting instead. Basically, rather than hard mounting the plate straight to the case, where every impact from typing slams directly into stiff plastic, the plate sits suspended between gaskets, so when you type, the impact feels more isolated, less harsh, and softer. Okay, so that's one side of the keyboard, but this is a Hall effect keyboard at the end of the day. So now I need to really check if the competitive side actually holds up in game. Because for gaming, this keyboard needs to be reliable. Crucial activation during counter strafes or tiny micro movements has to be on point, especially for a Hall effect keyboard. And with the Battle Eye, the Hall effect implementation generally feels solid. The rapid trigger feels responsive. And yes, on paper, it got everything. 8K polling, 256,000 single key scan rate, 0.001mm rapid trigger accuracy. But after actually living with it for a month, I can say I trust it in terms of competitive performance. The Battle Eye feels like a proper Hall effect keyboard, not just a pretty one. Now, let's talk about the screen, and I'll be honest, this is probably the easiest part to write off as a gimmick. Because we all seen screen on stuff before, usually used displaying some weird GIF and doing nothing else. But on the Battle Eye, the screen actually lets you switch profiles depending on what you're doing. So say you're writing your last minute essay, you probably want a typing profile that doesn't have gaming sensitivity. Instead of opening up software or trying to remember some shortcut you definitely forget, you can just switch it right there on the screen, instantly. As for the WebDriver, pretty standard stuff for Hall effect keyboard at this point. Rapid trigger, actuation point, dead zone, RGB, key mapping, plus screen customization. So after taking it apart, typing on it, gaming on it, basically just living with this thing for a while, I think what makes the Battle Eye interesting is not it's trying to be premium in just one way. The build quality is genuinely nice, the material feels refined, the gasket mount and internal structure help both the sound and the feel, and the screen makes it feel like something different altogether, while still being a legit Hall effect keyboard underneath. And that's really the whole point, because in 2026, speed isn't really rare anymore. You can get rapid trigger for cheap now. It's not like a flex like it used to be. So the thing that actually defines premium now is the overall experience. Not just how it performs in a match, but how it feels on the desk, typing away your thoughts at 2 AM. And that's where the Battle Eye actually makes a pretty strong case for itself. Not because it's trying to be the cheapest hardware keyboard, but because it might be one of the first hardware keyboards where the premium part isn't just the tech, it's the whole keyboard.